So this is a company called Junk King. It's a Neighborly company. Neighborly is the largest home services franchisor in the U.S., if not the world. They own over 20 brands, I believe. So this original location started out in 2010 in California. They had some name changes, and they started franchising in 2010. They were bought by Neighborly in 2023. There are 3 corporate units. There are 169 franchise units. And by the way, I think some of you guys were asking some of the questions. When we do the resale breakdown, we don't do this breakdown. We only do this breakdown for the franchise of the week. The resale is more of like a high level opportunity. If you want to learn more, then reach out. The franchise fee is $55,000, royalty 8%, national marketing fee $625 a month for the first year, then a flat $845 a month. The investment range is between $93,000 and $180,000. So this is where I come up with the term, right, lower startup cost, because in the franchise world, really anything less than $200,000, I would say, is considered lower startup cost. And keep in mind, if for those of you who aren't familiar with the way funding works, a lot of people fund with an SBA loan. The way that typically works is you need to put 20% down. So, let's call it $40,000 max, assuming you qualified, and then you can finance the rest of it. Some people, fund their business different ways too. All right. I think you could guess what the brand does, but Junk King removes and hauls away junk from residential and commercial customers using a truck with a customized truck box that is able to be used for disposing, reusing, and recycling. They're not in the business of picking up regular trash, but instead belongings that a person no longer needs or has a use for. On average, 60% of every truckload is recycled, reused, or repurposed. They also have dumpster rental services for those looking to have a dumpster on site for a few days. Let's talk some numbers, will we? So gross sales, this is what they showed for the calendar year of 2023. So where did we get the number for the title of this video? Well, the highest performing franchisee does $2.5 million in sales in 2023. All right, but let's look at all the other numbers, because we are always as transparent as the franchisor is, and we show you all of the numbers regardless of what we put in the title. So the top quartile, when we take a look at that, there's 40 franchise businesses in that subset. The average gross sales is 1.1 million with that one. As you see, the highest grossing franchisee does 2.5 million. The second quartile, average sales, 584,000. Third quartile, average sales, 391,000. And the bottom quartile, so the bottom 25%, $237,000 in sales. The average of all those franchise units is $600,000, or all the ones that are reported that have been continually operated businesses. How they define continually operated businesses, I don't know, because we don't have all the fine language of their FDD here in this newsletter. I'm going to cough again. Let me mute. All right. They also list their cost of services sold as a percentage of gross sales, which is very interesting. So what they're showing is 49% gross profit margin, and showing kind of what that overall looks like. I'm not gonna dive deep into these numbers here, because it's going to get too complex. But obviously when a franchisor shows more data in their FDD is super helpful. Some of the benefits for the franchisee: they have a national call center that's open 365 days a year. Wow. And handles all inquiries and schedules jobs directly onto the franchisee's schedule. Again, typically there's an additional call center fee that you're paying for that. But again, this is where there could be a lot of value in a franchise system, right? Where it's like, imagine you had to hire your own 1 or 2 people for your own in-house call center, train them, constantly monitor them, you know. So one of the potential benefits, they have larger trucks and territories. So their trucks are 20% bigger than those of their competitors, and their territories are also large at a population between 450 to 600,000. That's pretty cool. They are a green brand. They care about making the world a better place and do so in a few ways. The more use a franchisee can recycle, the better it is for the environment and your bottom line. Less to the dump means less dumping fees. And overall, this business has a low employee count to start. You only need 2 to 3 employees to start with just one truck. And as your business grows and you need more trucks, you will add more employees. Makes sense. And then Neighborly, right? So Neighborly is the world's largest and fastest growing family of premier home services brands. Nearly 1 million customers with their 19 brands. Okay, I thought it was 20 or more, but 19 brands. So you get access to buying power, resources, training, marketing, and dedicated coaches to help you be successful. Neighborly is definitely the 800 pound gorilla. We've had many clients that have bought into various Neighborly brands that we have facilitated that process. So if you're interested in this brand and seeing if your territory is available in the area, you can go to franchiseempire.com/check territory, right? And schedule a call with our team. By the way, these calls are only really if you know a specific brand that you want to find out is available in your area. Overall, most people we're going to work with in the capacity of our zero to profitable franchise system and mastermind, where you have a plethora, a bunch of different resources to help simplify the process for you, conduct due diligence, and basically where we help find the franchise, we handhold you through due diligence, and we keep working with you and supporting you even after you launch. That's how we work with 90% of our clients, by the way. But yeah, if you want to check on this franchise or you know a specific one that you want to know if it's available, go to franchiseempire.com/check territory.